popular back then. All right then. Okay, here we go. New subscribers. Wind Harps. We left off with Flesh Prop 2, who I highly recommend. That if you like talented filmmakers that are original, check them out. Wind Harps. And so I briefly went by and I looked at the different videos here. And Wind Harps, you know, I kind of like the, I'm going to have to go back and look at this. There's kind of a religious theme here, but he doesn't seem like, to me, he seems kind of like a religious person that I would understand. A true Christian, which would be, have liberal leanings. Yes. Holy Swords of the Trinity 1. I'll have to come back and look. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. That makes so much sense. Oh, look what I found in my pocket. And I didn't even know I had this. Oh, I know. I went to a party where there was a magician. And then he goes, here, let me give you my card. And you know what it says on it? My card. I forgot this was in my pocket. It's kind of cool, though. Anyway. So that's a good. Matthew 17. I like that. And then he follows with Hendricks. When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. That's awesome. Then a quote by Teddy Roosevelt. To announce that there must be no criticism of the president, or that we are to stand by the president, right or wrong, is not only unpatriotic and servile, but is morally treasonable to the American public. Strong words. Teddy Roosevelt, one of the good Republicans. Awesome. I like his page. It's a black background. It's not busy. It's clean. I like it. Okay then. Thank you for subscribing, Wind Harps. And I will make a mental note to come back. Oh, and I missed the most important one at the top here. And if all others accepted the lie which the party imposed, if all records told the same tale, then the lie passed into history and became truth. Who controls the past? Ran the party slogan. Controls the future. Who controls the present? Controls the past. George Orwell in 1984. And I like to remember his real name. It was Eric something. Mark Twain, Samuel Clemens. George Orwell. Eric. The mind is slipping. Lack of sleep takes its toll on Citizenkong. Oh, the duties! The burden of leadership weighs heavy on my shoulders, but I will rise to the occasion. More on that later. That's a little foreshadowing. But for those of you that don't like the network, you can tune out. That's fine. All right then. So, the mind wanders. Okay, so Pat Buchanan, 2008. Gabe the Archangel, you know, let's guess. I think he likes Pat Buchanan. You ever watch him on that show on PBS? The McLaughlin Group. Pat Buchanan, it's always great that he's on there. I get a kick out of him. But he can be a bit of a blowhard. No offense, Gabe. I know how much you love him. You named your channel after him. But he's not ever going to run for president again. He had his chance. So, Gabe. So I asked you before, Gabe, what's the deal? Do you want me to subscribe to all your channels? Because I'm not. Pick one of your channels and I'll sub to it. I think I subbed to Proud American 8. But you're going to have to pick the one that you want me to watch. Let me know. I'll unsub on the other one and subscribe to the one you want me to watch. Because you got too many damn channels. You open and close channels. Okay, so further along, Luke 12,000. I watched his video today because it was just, you know what? And he got a lot of hits on this video because the dude takes his shirt off and painted an anarchy symbol on his chest. You know, hey, what can you say? I had to go, what the hell's up with this? And it was a pretty good explanation of his of what anarchy is. I don't know, it kind of disagrees with what I read before, but it makes sense. You know, and anarchy isn't, no, it isn't about violence. I understood that. I knew that it's not about disorder, even though people will say, oh, but without rules, we'll have anarchy. Well, you know, I get it. Just a little criticism. You did kind of repeat yourself here and there. I mean, you kind of got to the point, then you kind of went further, then you sort of went back over, you know, but it was, you had me engaged during the whole thing. Okay? Just a little constructive criticism. Who am I to speak the way I babble incoherently? All right. All-star comedy. Jeff has returned. And he's put up some of his classic videos back here. And I'm going to have to go through and watch each and every one of them and then copy them onto my hard drive. So when they get, in case they get removed, I'll have them in my own private collection. Yeah, this is, I can remember, it brings back memories of when I first discovered the Leon show. And I was convinced that Leon was a black man. Not that I really questioned it. I really didn't look too hard at the hand, you know. But if I would have looked more closely, you know, there was little telltale signs that it was a white hand in makeup. But, you know, I'm not that cynical about the world. I'm gullible. And look, Frank of the Mountain subbed to me, and he's got featured the Leon's new show, All-Star Comedy. And maybe I missed that video. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jeff. I've been busy, and I need to go and watch that video. So there's a lot of the usual suspects on this page. I see old Frank and Angry Dummy, and I gotta say, I gotta let you know ahead of time, even if you hate the Network of Evil, you really should watch Frank of the Mountain's assassination of Citizenkong, or attempted assassination. What is it called? Here we go. Oh, it's not on the top here. But here, let me bounce back. I favorited it because it was just so hilarious. Assassination attempt on Kong. It was just so hilarious and so well done. It was near perfection. And I laughed. I laughed so hard. Oh. And I'm so flattered and honored that you took the time to do that. So thanks, Frank of the Mountain, and thanks for subbing to me. Katie Maybe opens and closes channels a lot too, for different reasons, I'm sure, than Gabe the Archangel. But she did say something about being tired of and being involved in the quarreling on YouTube, and I understand. And I understand that there's this point where you become, one group of people get angry with you, you've got one group of friends that don't get along with another group of friends, and you're caught in the middle. And no matter what you do, you're going to bum somebody out. And I understand. She's been where I am now. So here's to you, Katie. Cheers. She's very complimentary to me too sometimes. I like Katie. The first time I saw her, she was doing this nun thing. Oh yeah, she you know. I know you're married and all that, but there was a little, just, you know, harmless little back and forth going on there. Nothing untoward or anything. But cheers.